Today I fucked up by riding my bike into my friends. It was a beautiful afternoon. I was at a mate's house after school with about 5 others, and we were playing football, soccer for the American folk out in his front yard. We finished a while later and, absolutely knackered, lay motionless on the grass. For some reason, I felt this burst of energy that needed to be relieved after a while, so I hopped onto my mate's bicycle and started riding around the street adjacent to his house. I was picking up some pretty decent speed and decided to bike in the direction of my mates, who were now sitting on the steps in front of the house, and brake just before I hit them. Pretty routine thing, I've done this before. It was all just some good friendly banter, right? I started biking in their direction and hit the brake about 5 meters before so I could stop in time. To my misfortune, the brakes must have taken offense in my treatment of them and decided to just cease to exist. At this moment, I knew I was fucked and tried to slow down with my feet, but to no avail. My mates managed to move out of the way last second, and my bike hit the steps just as I was in this awkward diagonal position trying to jump out of the way, which could honestly not have been worse. I fell forward onto the steps, the handle pressing against my abdomen, and heard a fair share of "What the fuck, dude?" before it hit me. I felt a searing pain explode all the way up my genitals. It ran up my entire body and all color left my face. I jumped up and sprinted into the house and to the bathroom, for some reason deciding to yell, "I think I cut my fucking cock off!" much to the amusement of the others. This was obviously met with laughter that I could hear from the bathroom as I furiously tore my pants off, which were drenched in blood. It was all a big fucking mess, blood coming from everywhere, but I had no idea if the Johnson was still intact. I started yelling bloody murder, and his father ended up driving me to the hospital. That was the most bloody, awkward, and painful car ride of my life. I shit you not. End of the day, I had cuts and bruises all over my bishop, and my urethra decided to collapse on itself. I'm catheterized for another month or so, meaning I'm basically peeing through a tube up my dick hole. Apparently there could be permanent damage, but it's too early to tell my tallywhacker will ever be the same again. Oh, and my cunt ex decided to confess how she no longer has feelings for me that same day. Wonder if there's a connection. And she wouldn't believe me about my injury. Thought I was just wanting sympathy. Only gets better from here, lads. Too long didn't read. Broke my wiener. He broke his pee-pee in the night. My condolences, midget anal fisting, for that is the author of this thread. Be careful, subscribers, because if you want to ride a bike without brakes and hurt your cock, just fist a midget instead.